recording. Friends and
You
family.
fucking loser, Ryan.
No, I pressed it. Someone else must have pressed it before I got back down.
I didn't press it.
Okay, now it's
Friends
rolling.
and family, we
Friends
back.
and family, welcome back to another episode of Workin On It. Forgot to hit record. Chris Olsen, I begged you to be on the show. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Can you give us exactly what you just said all over again?
Yeah, we're right. Ryan begged me. He was on his knees. It was the first time I've ever seen him down there. And we're in Australia, and I flew to Australia because I heard Meghan Trainor was going to be here, and I just walked around until she found me, and then I banged on the door for a few hours, and she finally let me in.
Yes.
And so now we're doing a podcast together.
I was like, well, while you're here,
yeah,
let's chit chat.
Right. She was like, well, while the restraining order is pending, I guess we can have a conversation.
The Workin On It fans, the Workin On It pod fans love you.
I love them, and I love the people.
And you're on every single podcast there ever was nowadays.
I'm on a lot of them.
I see you bouncing right now.
Yes.
Yeah,
what are you
you're
promoting?
hawking that.
What are we
Flight
working
fuel.
on? Flight fuel.
Flight fuel. I have a
Coffee.
coffee.
Fuel.
Flight fuel.
Flight fuel.
Flight fuel, as Maddie Grace Jepsen would
Miss
say. I started my coffee brand. It is out. It's going really well. Drew Barrymore called it her favorite coffee she's ever had, and she doesn't drink coffee really, too.
No, she's a tea girl.
She's a tea girl, but she was like, I'm going to start drinking this. And she said that while we were on air, but also off air, so I knew it was real.
That is real.
Because sometimes, you know, as people say, like, there's that influencer vibe, but people will just be like, I'm obsessed, and then maybe never use the product again. Sorry.
No, you're good. That's my headphones.
But no, she really seemed that she meant it, which was really sweet. But Drew is honest.
A saint.
Drew will always say what she means on air.
I love her
and
and I
off
miss
air.
her. I kissed her mouth twice.
I believe it.
Ryan has been mean to me this entire trip.
So when
He
you're
made me
part of the
cry
Trainor family, you
yesterday.
become a sibling. And this was my whole childhood. And it gets funnier as you're older because then you're on the funny side. But when you're on the being bully side, it is
new?
a hot spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that means
I
you're truly
love
loved
you.
by us.
Okay.
I believe it.
We get it
That's
from
all
my
it is.
father.
I believe it. This is the second vacation we've all gone on together.
Yeah.
So we are really, it's fam.
Oh,
It's
true. We've
fam.
been skiing together.
We've been skiing. And
Now
now
we're in the
now it's
summer.
summer.
It's hot
Now
here.
we're going all over. But we did skiing in summer within like 2 months of each other, which is crazy.
We are world travelers.
World travelers.
And
must be
Daryl's starting to
successful.
pick on you a little bit too. I think Daryl's just happy to not be the.
The one
Well,
getting picked
one
on.
but
that
he tried picking on me, and then he quickly apologized.
Yeah,
He's
that's
like,
true.
I'm sorry.
He
He's
sat there and he
such a
kind of thought about it for a
softie.
while.
That's where the
He
Trainor
blood
has
is
not
something
in
to
him.
say.
Leave the room for 1 second and you're already talking about this.
Ryan brought it up.
Got it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Oh, he's
got
got
it.
it. He's
Don't be a
Australian
pussy,
now.
babe. Be strong. Love you.
Love all of you.
We
Oh,
love
yeah.
you, and
It's
we
like,
love
I'm
you.
sorry.
It's in the fridge.
Thank you, Daddy Daryl.
Your bowl. Maybe your
Yeah,
food.
I love him. I
We
love
all
my
do.
father.
And I am mother.
And you are mother, and that's
And it's
out now.
It's not out, but
And that's
the
not out
word
yet.
is out.
But
The
the word is
word
out,
is
and
out.
people have heard it.
And the word is
It's
the
been
bird.
teased a little bit.
The word
right?
is the bird. You're dropping a
Which
little
is
something,
huge.
something.
Yeah. The song, the title, Mother. The next single, not second, but this is the next single, is finally coming out. They know when. I could say that March 10th, which is a big day for
It's a big
music
day.
because Miley's dropping, which I'm so excited for. I've been waiting
Oh,
for the
that's
album for
sick.
so long. Yeah,
She's
and
dropping
I
her
don't-
album on the 10th.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And I don't look at it anymore like, oh no, someone else is dropping on that day. I go, oh, thank God, everyone's gonna be going on iTunes that day and
Yeah.
going on Spotify.
Smart.
You're always releasing with some icons.
I released with
Yeah.
Taylor Swift, man. That's
Yeah.
the top of the top.
Yeah.
Dude,
And
people
we
are going to
still
get a
got a hit.
Which was
full
so
Miley
exciting.
Cyrus album and extra Meghan Trainor.
Just a little extra.
It's a win-win.
Little
Mother.
extra
It's a
beautiful
Meghan
day.
Trainor.
So I'm so excited. We're filming all the YouTube shorts and all the TikToks. And that's why you're here.
And that's why I'm here. Yes.
We're promoting a single.
Right. Yeah. We actually, so what's funny is because I'm hired, as soon as we're done with our work, she stops speaking to me. She won't say a word. And I'm actually not allowed to make eye contact once I clock out for the day.
Yes.
So I just have to see myself out, and that's about it. And then what's funny is we fabricate these moments of us like hanging out in public, and it's all scripted. Everything I've ever said to her has been a script. I memorized this today, and I'm so excited to be here, and I think I'm doing really well. And yeah.
Yeah,
We're in Australia.
I invited you to hang out this afternoon, but then he goes, I have to do TikToks with me.
Oh my God.
No.
Hang
I
out.
said we could.
Also, our boss, but it's not our boss. But there's one manager. You may have seen him, Chris Pepe. He is the one
Chris
that's
number
like, you
two.
guys should get TikToks while you're together.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, what are your ideas, Pepe? What do you have?
And
like,
then they're
we could
always
just
such
hang,
fun
too.
ideas. He
Oh,
comes
they're
up
the
with
best.
some- yeah.
We were like, what should we do? He's like, mother TikToks.
Yeah,
And I was
just
like, okay.
Lip sync to your song
Yeah.
over and over
Transition.
again. Transition videos. Yeah, he's fun.
He's fun.
Right. He's a good one. What are we working on today?
We're working on your coffee and we're working on.
Yeah, I want to know like how, because I've been kind of brewing something up in my mind of like, what can I
Brewing.
start? A little something, not coffee, not
Oh,
that.
you want to sell things?
Maybe something, but
luck.
how do you go? Thank you. I would love all the luck in the world.
I'll help
Good
you.
luck. I send it to you as well.
Well, it's just a thought in my head. But so how do you go about being like, all right, I love coffee. I want to make my own coffee. You like created the name
I'll
and
tell you. You ever seen these famous videos that Chris does? Where he travels the globe and hands coffee to celebrities?
yes,
He goes, why don't I just sell my own coffee? I love it and I give it to celebrities.
I understand that part of this process.
God.
Megan. I know Chris.
know he knew.
I know Chris's shtick.
Oh, you do?
Ryan's a follower.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
Ryan loves my videos.
Never mind. Then, Chris, what made you think of beans? Come on, I want to make
Like
coffee
what is the
beans.
first move into going into like now you're an entrepreneur, now you
Oh, yeah,
own a
because
brand.
Daryl
You're
wants to sell coffee someday, so I would love
Right,
to know
right,
this.
right.
See,
Dad
come on.
coffee or something like
Don't
that.
tell
right?
the name.
Oh my God. Bleep,
fuck.
bleep, bleep.
How'd you make
That's
coffee?
also not the name.
How do
That
you
was
make
definitely
it?
not the
It's
name.
not the name.
Anyway, yeah, no, I had started doing. I've loved coffee ever since I was in college. I
Little
started
girl.
having ever since I was a little girl growing up in Kansas.
Okay, move on.
Okay, great. No, so I've loved coffee ever since college, and it became a thing where I was like drinking it twice a day, and so it's been a thing for a while. But then when I started the bit of doing it in TikTok, I was having a great time doing it, but it was also like I assumed the bit would die at some point, and because I was just doing it like with my family, and then Meghan was the first famous person I ever did it to, so I was like,
Is that real?
it's
Really?
true.
I thought for sure.
Jesus. Somebody else was famous.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it was just like the last
Maybe
person I
like
did it with
TikTok
right before
famous?
you. I did it with my dad. No, I have a playlist of all of the ones that I've done.
I can't be first.
No, I think you're you're not the first
Honored.
ever. You were the first famous person. Oh well, I did it with Abby Herbert, my sister,
She's famous.
and she is famous. But
We love
you're
her.
you're the first like celeb. that I
Interesting.
have done it
Didn't
with.
know that. Fun fact.
And so I feel like me doing it with you kind of like breathed a new life into it. And around that time I had done it with you, a company had offered to help me work on a coffee brand. And I was like, I don't know, that seems like a big undertaking. I love coffee and I want to make it a thing, but that seems like a lot. And then eventually I was just like, no, because people would comment on these videos like, can you deliver coffee to me? Can we make it a thing? And I was like, I can't do it to everyone, but I'm sure there's a way that I can maybe make this more accessible to a lot of people. And I had the idea of like doing it kind of airline related, making it something that felt like this cool airline vibe from very early on. So then when I started working with this company to help me with the brand, that's where it all kind of started. But it took a long time. It takes a long time to like create
a
a brand.
year?
About a year, especially if
It's
you want it to be
relatively
good.
Yeah,
Quick.
that's quick, bro.
I mean, long for what I'm used to with like social
TikTok?
media turnover.
45-second video.
Everything happens so fast.
I'm like a year is lightning speed. For, like,
ADD?
boom! I thought it was gonna be like
Yeah.
another year.
well,
like
it's
a
not
2-year
like
process.
it's not like this is like this is a brand that now has like stores and I've like fully fleshed.
Right,
like,
right.
it's,
But
But
is it-
it's still very much a startup right
yeah,
now.
yeah,
like,
for sure.
Yeah, but
you can only
say,
order
like, you
online.
But it
and-
sell
exists.
coffee
You
now.
can
But
order
it
online.
does. It
That's
does.
huge.
And you can order online and right now it's only available in the US, but obviously like I hope to build
We're gonna
that
take
out.
it global.
Yeah, but it
Should
does
at least be in Australia too.
I know.
They love
I wanted
coffee.
to.
They love
we
you
love,
here,
We
and
love,
we love
we love
coffee.
Australia. We love coffee. But yeah, I mean, I had to do the whole thing of like, I was sent like 30 to 40 different blends to like try out and see which ones like felt good and like tasted good to me. And then you kind of like give your notes and it's really like, I mean, I'm sure for anyone who's actually like done this or maybe built a brand, they're like, yeah, that's pretty standard or something like that. But it was my first time doing any of it. And I wanted to be like as involved as I could.
Yeah.
So I got up, and so far, I think that's like the thing I'm most proud of is everyone who's tried it really loves the taste of it.
I like the packaging and
Yeah,
the
it looks
cups.
sick.
And
Yeah.
and the email is the website is
no.
gorgeous.
The design is great, and I feel like that's kind of a part where it's like, yeah, you can make a design great, but the product itself has to be what like people really love. And so I was obviously nervous. Like I really liked it, but I had no idea how people were gonna feel about it. And that is the one feedback I've gotten from everyone so far is that they genuinely do like the
Flight
coffee.
fuel.
Flight fuel.
Flight
Fuel.
Yes.
We're gonna link it below. Right?
And that's flightfuel.com.
Flight fuel. And all of the shipping partners are carbon neutral. And every time you make an order, we partnered with Ecology. So a tree is planted.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah. Because
Harry
that was
Styles is
another.
gonna love that.
He is, and he just told me that he loved it. That's
Yeah,
a lie.
my brother.
That's all a lie. But yeah. No, I feel great about it. It's very fun and exciting. And it's also a lot. Like it definitely is stressful. There's a good amount of stress that comes with it because you're just like, you're literally creating a startup. Like, yes, I have this platform that really helps me sell things from the ground up, but not everything is like Kylie Cosmetics, where it's like
the page broke.
you start
the internet.
on day one. It's just like the page breaks and you're a billionaire from day one. Like you really have to just work and like love your product.
And it's crazy to me that Starbucks didn't do a cup with you.
I
like
know
a glitter cup.
Starbucks.
We'll keep all that in, by the way.
I low key have I have some beef with Starbucks. They have never wanted to sponsor
is
anything I've ever done, which
a
I
damn
is
think.
shame.
surprising.
I mean, they're monsters. I
Should
think
we
they
go?
Ooh.
Ring ring.
Oh, we're in a hotel.
It's
room
Starbucks.
now.
Starbucks.
They're
They're
like,
like,
"We're
sorry,
sorry."
we heard you were bad
Should we
mouthing.
go to Dunkin'? Should we go? Should we switch it
Dunkin'
up?
will be sick. I
I
fucking
mean, listen,
love
I went
Dunkin',
to,
dude.
well, we
America
all
runs
grew
on
up in
I love
Massachusetts. Like
Yeah.
I love Dunkin'. Starbucks classically does not do good
I
deals
mean,
with people.
They're like
stuff
number
like
one, right? It used to be McDonald's and Subway, and now
They're
it's
like the top dog.
It's
So I guess they
Starbucks.
maybe
I
don't
don't-
really
they
care
don't
to
need
do
to.
They don't
it.
need it.
But
you know?
it's ridiculous because I was using those Starbucks cups the entire time. I was like, maybe there's something we could do here. But then I was like, also, I would love to start my own and not just be working for or just promoting.
do your
this-
own thing.
This
Because it's like
Yeah.
my mom and every other human being ever who comes up to me that goes, "Oh my God, did Gucci and Louis Vuitton send you free things
Right.
because of your
You're like,
song?" And I'm
no.
like, no, they don't need me at all.
I did-
Like,
right.
They're chilling.
They
I
don't give a
just mentioned it,
fuck.
and
Yeah.
that's about it. Yeah,
They're like cute.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, because also it was easy because Starbucks is in most airports,
Yeah.
so I could go get it after
Right.
security
Right.
and bring it in, and now I can only
Right.
travel 3 ounces of flight fuel anywhere I
Ryan,
go.
do you have a girlfriend?
No. So the company already exists that you found the coffee that they reached out to you, or
No, it's
like
so
I want to know like how you like
it's
find someone to distribute and make and get the beans and like that
Yeah.
they
You want to know all
exist.
these details?
I want to know.
it's a
one more
company.
thing.
Yeah, it's a company that helps helps you build a brand. Like it's not like they are they help with all those behind the scene things of like sourcing where the beans will come from. Obviously you have the say in them, and they just have connections to all of these different places that like grow beans and stuff like that, so you can figure out the places you want the beans to come from, and they can send you all of the different kinds so you can figure out where your favorites are, and then they do the shipping and they do the website.
I'll tell you what
and
I'm
all of that
brewing
stuff,
up
but-
in my head.
Oh, what are you
and we'll-
brewing, bro?
I'm not gonna mention it here.
What are you brewing, bro? That's a good
But
title.
all of the, but I would meet with them, and we would have the design meetings, and I would like all of it kind of came from my
Yeah.
mind.
I have
stuff like that.
ideas. I just need
You
like
could sell the shit out of something. I'll buy from you.
Yeah. We'll talk after. All right. So
Wait, is it
I've
a
been having a
liquid?
good time in Australia. No. I'll just tell you after. I've been having a good time in Australia. Fun city. This place.
Oh my God, we died. Let's talk about that, motherfucker.
What?
Huh?
We all went down.
Oh, we
In
got
one
ill.
weekend,
Oh.
Riley, my 2-year-old son, we went to an indoor playground. We were like, these are the greatest places in the world. We're coming
was
here
like,
every
look at all
damn
the
day.
balls everywhere.
Why aren't there are more of these in America? I'll tell you right now why. Because my
germs.
kid fucking threw up all damn day. Now, he threw up like 3 times, but my kid has never puked ever. Like it was weird as a baby. I was like, there's something wrong with him and he doesn't know how to throw up. And he was throwing up all day long. And they're like, hey, since you're pregnant, you're probably going to get this. And I was like, no, I'm not. I got it. I threw up all night long. I saw the Lord. I saw the light. And I was like, I'm going to die like this. And I survived somehow. I'm still recovering from it.
Right.
I am fully constipated because everything in my body left my body.
Right.
So I'm drinking prune
that's
juice.
why.
That's why, bro. I was
Right.
puking and pooping that night. So I'm empty. And now
Mom
I'm
said
full.
a pickle came out of your nose.
She watched a lot of things. So when I got my tonsils out, ever since then, if I throw up, it comes out my nose, and I don't chew food well.
It doesn't come out of your
apparently.
mouth at all.
It does.
Oh, but
Could you
also
imagine? It's violent though, and
Okay,
like
it's
when
all
they're
of the
really
above.
hard, it just out my nose.
That sucks.
And then through my sinuses are like pickles and shit, and I'm blowing my nose, crying. I know it's awful. So that's why I have a phobia of puking because I'm like, it's gonna be tough for me.
But also sometimes if I like feel nauseous, I'll just make it happen because I want it to be over
But this one
with.
gave no relief.
Oh,
I said, let me try to throw up. It immediately came out, and then I was like,
I don't
feel better. No, and it was
that's the worst part.
And it was like it woke me up every hour on the clock to go throw up.
Oh my God.
I was like, this is some type of hell. So
That
when
is
you're
hell.
pregnant, fucking avoid everyone and avoid all things, and watch out for your toddlers. And at the same day, Ryan calls me and I go, are you sick too? He goes, yeah,
I was FaceTiming and I was just like,
I got COVID.
Oh.
I was like, what? First of all, it doesn't exist out here in Australia.
Wow.
Yes,
exists.
it does. It is still everywhere.
Yeah.
Avoid everyone. Wear a mask.
I
What the fuck?
I rode on the train. By the way, lovely public transportation here. But
Yeah.
I think possibly, the
That's what it is.
the girls that are from Australia that I've been hanging out with, she's like, oh yeah, I always wear a mask on a train. I was like,
Female.
Hear that?
you guys
part.
could have
Hear
told
me
me
roar.
that before I rode the train, but it's okay. So yeah,
so then you
girls-
quarantined all by yourself?
okay. So
Wait, yeah, I want to
What?
rewind.
You
I want to
did
rewind to the girls that I've been hanging out with in
a friend,
Australia.
I made friends.
Ryan had
I
a
made
female
friends here
friend.
last time I was here, and then she reached out to me. She said, "Come see Elvis impersonator." I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
I saw your
That
Instagram
was-
post. Check out his Instagram.
That
Ryan
guy
got
really-
Turns out it was
Shout
just
out-
her in her bedroom.
No.
And that-
It was at an awesome place called the Beer Shed. Where I want to give them
Beer
a lot
Shed.
of love.
Okay,
What a
Beer Shed, we love
fantastic
you.
place. I didn't have any of the beer, but it looked great.
Yeah, right.
Sober.
Yeah,
Period.
Sober King. And
Sober King.
yeah, and then their mom was there, and she invited me. She's like, "Come on holiday with us." And so the next morning, I went to like Central Coast or something.
But I also
don't know.
I walked him because I was like, who are these strangers that are taking you an hour away? And I walked him to the car
Oh,
like
yeah.
a mummy.
They
You
picked
walked
me up.
him to the
Mummy.
car.
I was like, hey, who are you? And they're like, hi, we'll take good care of him. And I was like, okay, well, we'll miss you. And Ryan's like, you have my location. I'll see you in a couple days. And I was like,
Wow.
goodbye, son.
Yeah, and I just had a lovely vacation with this family.
How fun.
Yeah, it was great.
And this girl.
Pool, beach pool.
Kiss, kiss.
Kiss,
Um,
kiss.
It was just all good stuff.
Yeah.
All good stuff.
And then you quarantined alone, huh?
And then I
Then you both
quarantined.
got COVID, and then you quarantined together.
Right.
And now you're back.
back and I'm better. Feel good.
Are you
Yeah.
just kind of like to hang out with these girls until I'm available?
Yeah, he's like trying to pretend he's still straight.
Because
yeah.
because I arrived yesterday.
He's here. Daddy's here.
So we don't have to pretend
We don't have to
anymore.
joke.
And it's fine.
Let's
And my
just-
situationship has ended, as we know.
Oh,
so.
yo, fuck that guy,
No,
bro.
Megan.
Sorry,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
sorry. Whoever
Life-
doesn't love you, fuck them, bro.
It's
You're a
fine.
supportive friend, and I love that
It's
for you.
very.
Thank
She is
you.
very supportive.
I don't.
You're
I
ride
don't
or
get
die.
it. You
You're
brought
ride
him
or
to Broadway.
die.
I don't know. I'm
It's
upset.
okay.
But at least you didn't tell him you missed him. So
Right.
fuck all that.
It's okay. It's
I
really
think when
okay.
Did you
Daryl
almost
was
tell him
like,
you missed him?
Remember
That was
in
our
the last
conversation
podcast?
last
I was
time.
like, just tell him you miss him.
You're right.
Thank God he didn't.
Smart.
So I think remember when Daryl was like, "You're just
not
not
ready."
I think that motherfucker wasn't ready.
Daryl was.
No.
Oh.
Don't say his name.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
My nips. Okay.
Hard. Yeah. No, 100%. I mean, also, like, yeah,
On to the next. We in Australia.
I was sad for a day, but no, yeah, we're in Australia, and I
Let's
want
get
to.
some
I want to
D.
find an Australian.
Australian
feeling.
D?
Yeah, Australian.
Are you on Bumble? Have you ever checked out Bumble? We love Bumble
was-
here.
I don't know if he.
Is that
Are
today's
you on
sponsor?
Bumble? No, no, but we love Bumble.
Oh,
But are you on it?
no.
Okay, well that was a harsh no. I recommend it. Try it out. Are you on Hingy? Ryan got on a few apps. You went on
I
Bumble,
tried
you
them
went
out.
on
They're
Hinge.
not for me.
You freaked out.
No, it's just like it's not my scene. I'm not into it.
Australia.
No, I like Australia. I'm not into the dating apps, I don't think. But I've had a good time. I've had a great time. Great time. Dude, Cocaine Bear, movie of the year. Can I just say, Cocaine Bear, movie of the year. Best movie I've seen.
I'm going
in
now
a
to
while.
watch it. Yeah.
Went with my mom and my dad last night. We were cackling the entire time. The death scenes in that movie, the way that they
So good.
have that bear kill people, it's the greatest. And
Elizabeth
it's hilarious.
Banks is my idol.
She's
She
the
DMs
shit.
me, you know.
Does she really?
Yeah, I want to kiss her on the mouth. I love her.
Jealous.
I'm jealous.
She's the shit.
She's the shit. She's my dream girl. I want to be her.
Craziest movie
I want to
ever.
be in her skin. You
It is
know?
so
like, I want
funny,
people to be like,
so
are you
well
Elizabeth?
written.
I'll be like, yes.
Yes.
I love her. I think she's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to get that
Cocaine
off
Bear.
my
We'll
chest.
watch
Yeah,
that.
we gotta
you know
see it.
what pisses me off about this place, Australia? I love
What?
it here so much, but y'all don't butter fucking popcorn.
Oh.
Y'all don't have an oil dispenser that I could
Remember that? Yeah, we went and saw Smile and we were like, where's the butter?
dry popcorn.
Where's the
Ladies and
waterfall of
gentlemen,
butter?
I said, where's the pump? You know, where it's like questionable sauce.
I want.
I'm like, is this butter, oil, or gasoline? Like,
I don't
what
want to
am
see
I doing?
servings. I want to just have unlimited butter
Unlimited.
that I could drench my popcorn.
I
in.
want my bag to be wet and like leak
disgusting.
on my pants.
Yeah. I'm gonna have 30 napkins so
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can,
yeah,
because
yeah,
it's
yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
all
yeah,
over my
yeah,
face and my body.
And I
I'm gonna be
looked at
covered
the
in
girl.
butter
I
by
said,
the
"Are
end
you
of this
sure
movie.
there's no pump here?
Yeah.
Just America, just fat Americans?"
Yeah.
And she was like,
It's just
"Yeah."
lightly salted
And then she
popcorn in a
goes-
box pre-made.
Then she goes, "Love your music," and I was like, "Oh, kill me."
This is the most passionate I've heard you guys talk about
It's
anything.
insane. I've only craved buttery, salty
Yeah.
popcorn, and it's dry.
Yeah, and you got to hit it with layers too. Like you in America, you go to the guy, you go,
It's
"Hey,
wet.
let me get some butter. Layer that.
Layer
for me."
it.
Right.
Layer, and they wink. They know. They fucking know.
It's the only thing I'm passionate about.
Here it's just like pre-made in a box. It's sad, but you got it.
It's literally
You still get
pre-made
it.
and it's stale because it's been sitting there for 2 days. But I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat most of
No,
it.
I ate it.
I'm gonna eat all of it.
I ate a box.
I
I ate a box. I ate a
box.
box.
A large.
Cocaine Bear.
I'm taking you and I'll show you
Oh
this
my
experience.
god. Yeah. Wow.
You're
I've
so
never,
skinny. He has zero body fat, dude. We went to the pool yesterday and he took his shirt off and I was like touching him like, what's that like? And like there's nothing
Dude, I'm
on
in the gym
there.
today
And
just
he's
being
eating
like,
a burger.
I got it. How do I be Chris Olsen? How do I be
He
Chris Olsen?
ate a
Like,
burger and fries in my face.
Well, I went to a berries class yesterday.
See, he does berries. I can't do berries,
It was
man.
I know,
really,
berries
it was a
is not the
tough
one.
workout. It was really tough. I felt
It's
like I
the
was gonna
treadmill
pass
for
out
me.
at
I
the end.
can't.
Yeah, no, the treadmill's the hardest part.
Yeah.
So if you get through it, then you're like, I'm a monster.
Yeah.
I'm amazing. Yeah, and I did that after my 16-hour flight. Which is
That's how he does it.
That's how he does it. Whatever, you're not better.
Sometimes I'm
Not
not
better than
better,
us.
and I never said I was.
This is all genetics. First of all.
100%. So much of it is genetics.
I don't know, man.
completely agree with you.
No,
I know, but
Barry's
there's some
boot camp
people that are
after
just
the flight.
better.
Like we
No.
worked out after the flight, but it was nothing like Barry's
No,
boot camp.
we did a
Well, you are
stretch.
pregnant, but
I'm
that's
pregnant.
insane.
No, there's better people than us, like Harry Styles. I once witnessed this motherfucker run 10 miles in the rain to a Barry's boot camp in the UK.
You witnessed
and then,
this?
Yeah, because I was
Well,
leaving.
she didn't
my,
watch
it was my
She was
first-
driving, but
I was like, look at him go.
Wow.
No,
Yeah.
I was leaving Barry's boot camp and they were like, yeah, he ran 10 miles here. And I was like, excuse me? And then he did a Barry's boot camp and then probably ran back.
He must have the strongest knees in the world.
Yeah,
Like, I don't
he's
Yeah.
an Olympian.
because Barry's boot camp is running.
Yeah.
He has to make his
and
way
I
back.
hate like a 10 mile. You'll never catch me doing
You'll
a 10
never catch
mile
me,
run.
bitch.
Oh, there's something special
Longest
about
I've
those
ever done
10-mile
is like
runs.
5, and it's not
He
fun.
called me on one of his like half marathons he was doing. He's like, I'm bored. I was like,
That was the half marathon.
I'd be
yeah.
dying.
It is. That's the one thing I discovered
bored?
about running like longer. Like the longest I think I've ever gone is 5 miles, and I get bored. I get really bored because I'm like I'm a 2 mile tops person usually when I'm working out.
And you're
I
a
like
walker.
Sprint the first mile. I love walking.
Love a walk.
I love a walk. But I sprint the first mile and then I like do little intervals.
Are you going
for
to
the
do your
second.
therapy walks out here?
My therapy walks.
Yeah, once a day you take a fat long walk.
I do because also when we first met.
Because every time I FaceTime
Every time
you,
you
you're like,
FaceTime me,
I'm
I'm
on
like,
my
I'm on a walk. Yeah, no. In the afternoon, I still do a
Will you
walk.
take me? How many steps do you get in a day?
Usually the walks aren't that far. It's to go to a coffee shop. I get my afternoon coffee and I walk home and I like listen to a song, usually a Broadway one.
Let's do it after this and brew up some TikTok ideas.
I'm down because you know what else pisses me
It's
off?
not time.
You know what really grinds my gears? My fucking husband's watch after the end of the day always has at least 2,000, 4,000 more steps than mine.
I mean, I just watched him pace back and forth.
Is that what
he is?
like 20 times.
Daryl's
no,
a
he's
pacer.
doing
Motherfucker's
stuff.
on the couch on his phone right now.
Because he just zip,
But
and
we'll do
then he
the
lays
same
down.
walk, same workout. Always has thousands on
He's
me.
always buzzing around. D-Money, get in
Come
here.
here, I miss you, baby.
Yeah, I'm just zipping a lot more than you in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know?
He does let me sleep in, but today I got up.
She did. She got up. Mother of the century.
Okay. I got up one time in Australia.
I am your mother.
But you're pregnant.
I
and
am
you're
your
working,
mother.
And you're amazing, and I love you.
Oh, I had to perform on
Yeah.
Australian
Let's
Idol.
talk about the performance.
The performance was exceptional.
We are huge fans of this next sponsor, Teladoc. Teladoc allows you to connect a primary care doctor on your time from the comfort of your own home.
Ugh, that's so ideal, especially
Isn't
when
that
I'm
nice?
pregnant.
Yeah. Teladoc Primary 360 will connect you with a board-certified doctor who will get to know you and provide whole person care. That means advice, prescriptions, even mental health support, and referrals.
Oh my God, 2023. Here we go, Teladoc.
And with Teladoc, you can connect with someone 24/7. It's perfect for things like sore throats, the flu, other things you need immediate help with.
All parents need this. Parents, pay attention, okay?
Download the app to get started today or go online to register or schedule your primary 360 visit at teladochealth.com/360. That's TELADOC health.com/360.
Run, don't walk. Go do this. This episode is sponsored by Fidelity's Women Talk Money. This Women's History Month, Fidelity's Women Talk Money community is helping women create financial change for themselves and others through a month-long event series.
Sick. It's
Right.
called Our Money Moment Trailblazing Together, and it'll focus on topics like entrepreneurship, pay equity, investing, and saving for the future.
Pew, pew, pew. Whether you're a pro with money or it stresses you out, Fidelity's Women Talk Money community will teach you about what's different for women when it comes to finances and how to take the next step.
This series will have free workshops, roundtable discussions, and Q&As on everything from financial fundamentals to the 5 most popular ways to invest.
You'll hear from Fidelity leaders and featured speakers Jessica Alba and Venus Williams. Woo! Anyone can come. It's free and open to all except you, right? I'll have to call Venus and ask her about that.
If you just want to listen in, tell a friend about it, or connect with a Fidelity professional for a one-on-one consult,
It's all free.
it's all free, no strings attached. Go to fidelity.com/work to register today for Fidelity's incredible lineup of Women's History Month events. Fidelity.com/work.
Period.
I had COVID, unfortunately couldn't be there, even though I told you to do that. I was
the
like, you
only
gotta sing it.
important
And then
day? You
I was
fucking
like, I can't
asshole.
believe I can't go.
I was like, it's the only important day that we'll have out here. But yes, you stay home, you sick boy.
The vid.
You know what's fucking hilarious? My younger brother, Justin, he never looks at my performances. He never really cares about any of that shit. Even when I was doing Ellen back in the day, he's like, haven't you done this already? I was like, oh my God, every time is special, right? But this performance, luckily he has an amazing girlfriend now. Shout out Alex, love you. And she forced him to watch it. She was like, check out your sister, she killed it. He sends me a voice note that's like a minute long. That was like, you look incredible. You don't even look pregnant. You look skinny. I was like, slay. And I was like, Justin?
He said
Wait, that was
slay.
him?
That was Justin.
I thought it was Alex.
No, he's like, you look incredible. I don't understand what's going on. Phenomenal vocals. Like, gave me all these compliments on my
Whoa.
performance. I was like,
Wow.
It was
thank you,
sick.
Justin. That's like hard to get from him. So that's how you know I killed it.
Right.
Yeah, that's
right.
like,
But also, I need everyone to know that the photos I posted on my Instagram are lies because I don't look pregnant at all. High angles, black dress.
Oh.
I am
sick
bumping.
new app.
I
What
am
is that?
bumping.
What is that app that we're using now?
I didn't even use it on these pics, but Old Roll is a great app
Yeah.
for filters if you want some of that.
Shout out Charlotte.
We don't
Showed us
change
the app.
bodies out here, but we
No.
like
But
like
it's a cool
good
little
color.
like trendy old
Yeah,
school
old
pics,
school.
like Polaroid action.
But the picture of me in the gorgeous black dress, the performance look,
Oh,
I
oh.
look 100 pounds.
Oh yeah, this wasn't with the app. That was just with the phone.
And then when people see me in person, they're like, "Oh, look at your belly," you know, like I'm bumping. I'm more than halfway there. The baby's the size of a banana.
Wow.
That's like
Interesting. Yeah, I loved watching the show from my hotel room though, and I like because it was live, and
was
I was
live.
like, I can't tell, is this live? And then you're texting me like, oh my god, how weird is this? This is live. I was like,
well,
oh my god, it's fucking live.
It's fucking live.
And I'm
The
texting you the whole
performance-
time.
I got to do the performance. I pre-recorded that like an hour before it was live.
Right.
So they were like, if you fall, if you fuck up,
Yeah,
if
that's
you
just in case for
start
TV.
giving birth, we
Yeah.
can redo it. But then that's what you see is what you get, and then they put that first take out.
It looked sick.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was so well done, and like the stage, the art, all the dancers. It looked sick on
was
TV.
amazing. Yeah.
Shout out Australian Idol.
Australian Idol.
Look at
And that
them.
was my last big performance of Made You Look before I give birth, you know?
Before you give birth.
So, goodbye, Made
Are
You
you
Look.
going to do live
Hello,
performances
Mother.
of Mother?
If they'll have me.
They
you know?
will.
My goal in life, the only thing I haven't done, I've literally done everything. I have not done SNL. And that's a big bucket list for me. Even
be
though
cool.
it terrifies the fuck out of me because it is live.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. That's a goal. If I went there and did like Made You Look and Mother, and I'm like, I'm going to be like 8 months pregnant though by the time the song is popping, hopefully.
Right.
So that's the only other place I could perform.
Yeah.
I am going
Be
to New
so
York.
cool.
Right.
You are
Yeah,
going to
shit
New York.
myself. I'm going to New York to promote my book, Dear Future Mama.
Oh,
Pregnancy.
Dear
That's-
future mama.
And all I'm thinking about is like, God, I can't wait to eat those dumplings. Soup dumps.
soup
Yeah,
dumps.
I've decided to stop trying to get either of you to come to a Broadway show with me.
Can we
Daryl
do
and I are
Sarah
going to go
Bareilles
together.
one?
You have to go.
That's not
Daryl.
running anymore.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Wait, that was one. That was an option.
Waitress.
Yeah, waitress. I heard that's
No.
a huge one.
It's not
What are
running
the
anymore.
options again?
Yo, Jordan
I'm not
Fisher, who
trying
I
to
love
take
and
either
worship,
of
but
you.
like, and Sweeney Todd's. It's like, nar.
It's beautiful. It's an amazing show.
I mean, if
And
you wanna
it's so
watch
good and
us,
you
I
guys
love
should go see
Jordan.
it.
I'll watch Jordan do anything.
Exactly, and I don't want to go with you guys and just hear about how much you're hating the experience.
No, we're
I
going
wanna
to
go
laugh.
with-
Though I'm going to feel bad.
I want to go with
No,
Daryl because
Megan's gonna
Daryl
go.
and I are gonna love it.
Is it over? Wait, there's more? Yes, this is the intermission, Megan.
Yes.
Wait,
that part
and
gets
then
me
it
too.
comes back? Yes.
And like literally, mom raised me. So we were at breakfast this morning, and he mentioned one, and she goes, "That's long," and I was like, "That's who raised me."
Yeah, so I'm not trying to convince either of you anymore. Daryl and I are gonna go, and we're
Let's
having
just
a
go see
great
Lion
date
King for
night.
the 5th time. Come
Oh,
on.
remember we did it again? That was only so fun because
We were on
edibles.
I know. I was like, it's tough because we're sober now. You know.
Well,
I'm
we've also seen it so
pregnant.
many times that it's just it loses its
I
magic.
think the only one that Megan will survive is 6, just because there's no intermission.
I know, but she keeps saying like I would
saw
hate
a
it.
clip. My problem is I'll dissect all these songs and go, why did they write that for the chorus? It should have been this, you know?
Oh yeah,
Well,
different
because
brain.
it's also a musical about it's not. They're not trying to just write a pop song.
You know what? Let's just go
There's
have
a
the best
narrative.
time, and then they'll be jealous.
yeah, you
right.
guys do that.
You
we'll eat soup
should.
dumps.
And then I'll be like, wow, I really want to see it after that. And we'll eat soup dumplings and get fat. Yeah, I love soup dumplings.
so good.
Oh, it's such a great time around here.
I love New York now.
No, you do. Do you like New York? You like
I
New
like
York
soup
more.
dumplings.
Okay, great. Heard. New York is lovely. It's my home.
It's not your home. It's one of your places that you stay.
Yeah, right.
We'll
Sure.
move to LA fully,
Okay,
permanently.
right.
No, your heart is New York. I feel.
Once you find your lover in LA,
That is the one thing. I said that. I said that early on. I'm pretty sure I've said that on this podcast. Wherever I have a crush is where I'll be.
God damn it, I gotta find some.
Am
LA
I gonna
boys.
move to Australia? I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, you do have a girlfriend. Let's talk about it.
I'm curious as what the dating scene for the gays is in Australia because all the
Oh,
women
it's
here,
Pride right
all the
now.
women here
It's Pride.
complain about Australian straight guys. They're like they're the
Yeah.
worst. Like this girl,
I think
I've been
people
hanging out with.
complain
She's like,
about
I
straight
only
guys
like
everywhere.
I think
Americans.
straight guys are the problem.
Yeah, people hate straight guys
No,
everywhere.
no,
That's
she
why
says she likes
Daryl's
Americans.
great.
She says she likes Americans.
Okay.
That's why Daryl's so lovely because a lot of him is like metro and like emotional and not so like cis straight man, you know?
Yeah. Right.
Where I asked him a couple times, like in the beginning of dating, like, you swing both? And he was like, no. And I was like, wow. So get one of those.
Wow.
I think you're the
Anyways.
problem.
So
I don't know
I'm
what
not the
the
problem.
I don't know
She
what
says
the
she likes
dating
Americans.
scene
I'm an
is
American
in
guy.
Australia. I would love to. Yeah, let us know in the comments or the DMs. What's the dating?
My friend found a hot Irish guy out here in Australia.
Irish.
So maybe you have to find outsiders.
well, because
who
she
are
was
also
struggling
visiting.
with the Australian.
She's like,
guys.
these Australian guys just fucking ditch me.
Right.
Yeah, so we go.
Yeah. No, I think it really is. I think you can find shitty people wherever you go, and you can
Everywhere.
find great people wherever you go.
Amen.
Except for maybe like
Facts.
French men. They
No,
seem
they're
like
probably
they're the
evil.
worst, no
yeah,
matter what.
yeah. I was like, no.
Yeah. I've never heard too many good things about them. I'm so sorry if you're a French man watching
Yeah.
this, but I've just heard so
We're not
many
hating,
bad
but
things.
like, woof.
Woof.
Probably
Yeah.
someone who's a delight out there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Petty.
And I would love
You'd marry a French guy?
That would be great. That would be great.
That'd be hot.
Sounds romantic.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds like a lovely
Speaking of romantic,
time.
Daryl did good. Daryl went to Swarovski. I can't ever
Swarovski.
say it. Swarovski. It's my favorite place, and I can't say it. And he got me little glass teddy bears. Oh, go get them, Daryl. Where's my bears?
Wait. So we went there.
My favorite thing in the world.
We went there, and I got you bears. And then he went
bears.
there and got you bears.
Yeah, but you got me different bears. I collect.
Wait.
If you know me, you know I collect little glass things because they're so cute, and I put them in my closet, and they have a little stand.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
it's beautiful.
Wait. Let me just give some context here.
Where's
Okay.
my bears?
Hold on. Let me give some context here. So I was waiting in the Gucci store because you got your dad a gift for his 75th birthday.
Correct.
And then you got yourself a little something. It takes forever in Gucci for them to wrap it up and do all that stuff. So I said, you know what? You don't have to wait here. And then you went to Swarovski.
Yeah.
Swarovski.
That's what I said. And
Right.
and you got the bears. Anyway,
Yeah, she didn't have her card, so I was like,
Thankfully-
I got this one. You pay for my life, so let me get you 4 little bears.
$400 little bears.
Well, they're little bears.
thankfully, I've been able to do therapy out here in Australia
Ooh.
since our podcast because 10 a.m. here is 3 p.m. back home. Perfect.
Right.
And my therapist was like, you know what? I think you just need like a little alone time. I think that might help you out a lot. So one day I just like had some alone time with Riley, sent our sweet nanny off for the day, and I finally had alone time. And I was like, now I'm feeling like myself again, walking around. Found these cute little bears.
Oh my
Aw.
God.
There's my
look at
heart
that.
giving her a flower
you know
that'll
what?
never die.
Oh, these are great. That's actually perfect.
And then I was able to like do my thing. I like found Megan's favorite cereal, just like little
Nice.
things
Right.
that
Well,
that
no,
I
this is
didn't
perfect because these
do
are like the
in
big
time.
bears, and then the 4 little ones are like the 4 little bears. It's like a bear
Yeah.
family.
Wait, our children, because we're gonna have 4.
That's right.
Oh shit.
Anyway, shout out Swarovski.
Yeah, great.
Shout out
And
that. I don't know how to
shout
say
out-
that. And
shout
shout
out
out therapy.
therapy.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, always.
Nice.
Anyway, I love you. I'm sorry about Valentine's again. I'm still making
Megan,
up
what
for
do you
It's okay.
This
He
is-
wrote me
I
a
mean, this is
card.
great.
It was great.
What do you
And
talk
a
about?
card. There you go.
What are you talking about in therapy these days? As
I
Meghan
mean, I haven't
Trainor?
been in therapy in Australia because I couldn't time it up as well as him. And
Okay,
I was
but
just
but
but if I
in
could-
general, like recently, what do you bring up in therapy as pop star Meghan Trainor?
I'm a big what if gal, and my dad goes, "Oh, we're gonna do what ifs," but like I didn't know I was gonna have to perform on the show, and that's like the scariest thing for me because it's a lot that goes into it. And the Australian show is like, "It'll be great, it'll be easy," and I'm like, "Not for me. Like I'm
Yeah.
pregnant." So I remember telling the therapist before I left, I was like, "I'm scared they're gonna throw a performance on me," and they did. You know, because I can guess scary shit.
Yes. Do you still get nervous for performances
Yes.
in the same way that
Especially
you did
that
back
one,
in
I
the
had to
day?
sing in front of Harry Connick Jr. and it was a singing show where we literally go, "You were pitchy at that 1 second." I'm like, "Bitch, I live pitchy. I am pitchy. Like, it's not gonna be good. I'm winded. I'm pregnant. What if I fall? I can't dance as hard as I used to because I'll pull something like a ligament."
And then there's Kyle.
And then there's Kyle, which is like absolute rubbish. You know, he'll tell you the truth. He'll be like, "You're shit." But they were so nice to me. And after the performance, Harry texted me. Harry Connick Jr. texted
Oh,
me.
I didn't know this.
"Killed it, kid." And I was
Oh.
like, "Dad."
Dad.
So
And what
it
does
was
your
great.
therapist like say? Like, how do they help you work through these
She
thoughts?
helps me on like the basics of like worrying about it now is only torturing yourself now. When you know it's gonna, we always get through it. I'm always like ready to run away and start a farm, but I know it's gonna be. It was the best performance. It was great. I loved it. I'm so happy I did it. It's always that, and I wish I could just. I told Daryl the other day, I wish I didn't live in like once I get through this, then I'll be great.
Right, because oh my
I'm
God,
living in
totally.
those moments. I'm like, once this baby's out of me, everything's gonna be great. You know,
Because
like
then it's just
I have
a cycle.
milestones, and I'm like, how do I just be happy in
It's always
it
the same thing.
and then do that?
The
Yeah.
key. That's the key to life. I
Is
think
that what you all
everyone's-
feel too?
Well, because it's
everyone-
just
I
about
think-
being present.
I think
Yeah.
that's when people are like, how do you do it all? I think those are the only moments that I'm like, oh, I don't know if I could do it all. You know, because I'm like, well, I've been fine. But it's really like, I go, okay, as soon as I get through Australian Idol, then I just got to get through the book tour. And then once I get through the book tour, then
Yeah.
I'll be happy.
But I guess a comforting thought is you have
Soup
always made it
dumplings.
through all of the things. If you
I have.
if you've been in that mindset for so long, you have always made it through the thing.
have always
and
done
then
it.
then something else pops up and you're like, well, I can't wait to make it through that. But if you stay present in remembering that you made it through all the times before, so you make it through the next one, and you don't have to worry about making it through the next one because it always happens anyway, then that's
exactly.
a comfort.
And now my new worry is that I'm releasing one of my biggest songs ever, hopefully, with the biggest music video there ever will be. And there's no like plan to perform yet, but I'm like, oh my God.
Well,
I'm going to be like big pregnant. Like I've performed Made You Look now with this pregnancy up to halfway. But when this song hopefully is a hit schmidt, you know, like a big banger, I'm going to have to perform with a big ass belly and like some days I can't walk.
Right. Iconic, dude.
I think
maybe take a seat.
Iconic.
Maybe just sit down.
And Rihanna kind of fucked us all. Everyone's like, no, there's nothing pregnant people can't do because Rihanna showed us. And I'm like, well, some days I can't poop, you know? Some days I can't walk, and I'm not Rihanna, so...
Who is, you know?
Who is?
She's
She's
Rihanna?
better than us.
Just Rihanna. I did think about, while I was watching that halftime show, I was like looking at her, and when you look at her, you're like, there's no way that woman was ever not going to be a star.
Yeah.
Like she is. She just has that look on her face where you're just like, oh,
Illuminati.
you've always...
Yes. The first look, I loved it. She was like, I will fucking crush this. And
you're just like, this is a person who is so... I wonder if
ready
she
for the
gets
moment.
nervous before a performance like that, or if she's just like, here I go.
They changed like the set list a million times. Like
they did.
She definitely 39 times. I think they changed.
Oh my
it.
God!
But yeah, I think everyone does get nervous. It's how you take
I don't know. I know.
It's
I
how
do.
you take
Well,
those nerves
especially-
and what you do with them.
And people say getting nervous means you just care.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, you
excited
about
care.
how it's going to go.
Oh, I care way too
once
much.
Once you're not nervous anymore, then you don't care anymore.
Yeah.
And so that's like a comforting thought when you're having the nerves. It's like, no, I
Yeah.
just
I
care
I think if
about
you could
how it's
tell
gonna
yourself
go.
like, yeah, these nerves are excitement. I'm excited. If you
Yeah,
just tell
because it's the
yourself
same
that,
feeling. I
yeah.
have to learn how to do that.
Ooh, I'm excited. That'd be
Ooh, I'm
funny to start
excited.
saying.
Oh yeah, my
Like, you're just
therapist.
nervous. Saying like,
Excited.
oh, I'm excited.
I think my therapist told me that like anxiety and excitement are the same
same
thing in your
feeling.
body.
Yeah,
Yeah.
except for when I put my head
They
down on my
do the
pillow
same.
every night, the last like 3 nights.
Then
and
it's just
I'm not
anxiety.
excited.
Oh, you're not excited.
Yeah, but you know what it is? I start thinking about what I've been doing. Like I haven't been hitting the gym because I was sick, and I haven't meditated in a couple days. And I feel like once I get back into those two things, especially meditation, if I miss, like I've missed a while, and then you start to like think about the what ifs. But I feel like the
You're
more I
not
meditate,
present
the more
anymore.
you're like, oh, day by day.
and
So
my
how's your
therapist-
meditation going? Yeah.
My therapist was like, she said something that fucking rocked me. Like I really didn't want to perform on the show, but I knew it'd be great. And she's like, every time you say yes to something that you don't want to do, you're saying no to yourself. And then it makes it twice as bad because I'm like, I'm just saying no to
Whoa.
me. And the days before this performance, I was throwing up all night long. I was feeling ill. I couldn't walk. I was like, this is my body saying, why would you betray me like this? Why would you say yes to this performance? And then we all got through it, and it was great. I had a stomach bug. I know, but I was like,
it was just
this
the
is my
luck of the
body
draw,
saying
dude. Yeah.
fuck you.
That's a really good phrase of
Yeah,
like when you
but
say yes
yeah.
to something you don't want to do, you're saying no to yourself. I feel
Yeah,
like
it's crazy.
because I feel, and I mean, there's that thing that the Olsen twins say, my sisters, that no is a full sentence, and like they
Yeah.
learned that like Elizabeth Olsen talks about how her sisters taught her how to say no.
I
and
love her
that's,
so
like,
much.
Yeah, love her. Love
She's
her.
great.
But because I feel like maybe that's us also just being like Capricorns. We're yes people. Like we want to make
Yeah,
everyone
I wanna
happy,
make
and I just
everyone
want to say
happy.
yes to everything because at the end of the day, I can do it.
I can do
get
it.
it done. So let
I
me
will
just get it
crush
done.
it. Yeah,
But
and I did.
then a lot of the time, yeah, it chips away at yourself, and then it's like, who am I saying yes for
Yeah.
anymore? It's like I'm not speaking for myself
I
anymore.
know.
It's crazy where your head's at though, because I feel like from the outside perspective,
What's it look like?
no, I like imagine these people that are on Australian Idol or the people in the crowd. They're probably thinking that you're just like, this is how it's fucking done. I could, you know.
I know. I kept cracking jokes with the crowd. I
'Cause
was
you
like,
are a
I said, I
superstar.
was like, this is my last time I'm willing to do this, and they all laughed and were like, yay!
Right.
And I was like, please sing along, so I'm not alone up here. I said that.
Well, that's
and
like you being an artist. Is I mean, you go up there and make it seem like, don't I make it look easy?
Yeah.
Don't I make like you really do though, which is the thing. It's like that, but that's kind of the job of not even just entertainers, but like everyone is just trying to make it seem like they're going through life in a much easier way than we all are.
Yeah.
You know, like what I think there's like all of us are have a harder time getting so many of these things done than we seem like we do.
I mean, yeah, that blue suit that I looked so good in, I almost threw up that day.
Yeah.
I was like 2 days after the puking, and I was still nauseous, and the car ride's like an hour. And they're like, my God, she's killing it. If this is her sick, then nothing could stop her. And I was like,
yeah.
But we did. We killed it. I could do anything. I think after the C-section, too, I was like, oh, if I could survive this, anything's possible.
I made
balls.
Yeah. I can do anything.
I can do anything. I'm making a whole life right now. I got bones in me.
That. You're literally creating a human in there.
And the baby's been kicking. Tell you what.
Kicking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, should we talk about my disease? Yes. Okay, this is great. Okay.
What is happening? What are you talking about?
This is a good ending. Okay, so listen. Nobody talks about it, but it is very normal. And it is a very common thing that nobody talks about. But I'm going to talk about it. So you know how I've been complaining that my hole is so tight?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's called something like vagissimus. What's it called?
That sounded like a Harry Potter spell.
Do you want to just switch? Here, you just la la la. Yes, vagissimus.
No, you got to say it right, Daryl. Don't you write it down? God damn it. Okay, so
Vagissimus.
Vagissimus. And it means like sensitive, like entering, like very sensitive area, and it hurts when anything goes in there. So when the girl was doing my 20-week exam, she had to put this giant fucking dildo looking tool inside of me to see the baby. And I told her, like, it really hurts when things go in there. And she was like, oh, you have this. And like, I'm going to go really slow with you and walk me. Vaginismus. Yeah. So if you're experiencing this, you are not alone. I also have this. And the doctor out here, my gyno out here, straight up looked at me and was like, listen, this is not going to be an easy fix. And I was like, well, I'll just stretch it like Chris Olsen does. And
you were like, listen to this podcast where my friend talks about stretching.
I was like, well, I think I could stretch it. She's like, this is the worst part about all this is it's all mental. Or 90% of it's like mental.
Really, yeah.
It's like I had one bad experience.
Your mind is tight.
And then my mind is like, oh no, it's going to hurt again. Oh no, like that. And I'm just like, fuck. So if you're out there struggling, so am I. And we are going to figure this out.
And we can all loosen our holes.
We can all loosen our holes.
One deep breath.
And then I looked at the doctor. I said, you're telling me that people have sex and it doesn't hurt. They're not icing themselves after. Yeah. And she was like, a lot of people have painless sex.
Right.
You don't have pain when you have sex?
I mean, yeah. At the
like, yeah, but that's what it's for.
Yeah, but like at the start, and then eventually you like relax into it.
Nope.
So your whole body has anxiety. Mind, body, soul.
She's like, this is going to take therapy. He's going to take pelvic floor exercises. I'm fucked. So I'm getting a C-section.
You're not fucked, actually.
Because she said even after you push out a baby, that doesn't help that. And in fact, that might hurt worse because your brain's like, you know? So God. I'm getting a C-section again. Can't wait.
Thrilling. So that's...
I thought you guys would talk more, but I guess not.
Well, we sadly can't relate to this exact situation.
Pussy anxiety. I don't know.
Pussy anxiety!
We do not have vaginas, but I validate your experience. I see you, I hear you, and I know you. And if I could...
if you can loosen your hole, so can I.
And if I learned how to loosen my hole in high school, I believe you can too. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. And I'm sure so many people are relating.
Comment below if you have vagismals. Right. Fuck, I gotta figure out the name.
So,
Vagismus.
I mean, Ryan probably has a really tight hole. He just doesn't know it, and he never will have.
What
to
a tight
know
hole he probably has.
Yeah, he probably has like the tightest hole out of all of us.
No, mine's probably tighter.
All right. Well, so we are working on.
So I'm going to be the spokesperson for anal fissures and vagismal.
So thank you.
Vagissimus.
All right.
And I'm
Thanks
proud.
for tuning in, guys. This has been...
Thank you for listening. You are not alone.
Phenomenal episode all around. Flight Fuel.
Flight Fuel Coffee.
Working on it.
FlightFuelCoffee.com. Check out
Mother.
And check out Mother. I cannot wait for people to hear it.
We shall promote it. Okay. Love you so much. Bye, Mommy. Sorry.
Bye.
Goodbye.